It's good to be here.
Good. Thank you for coming, Rosie. So I will introduce myself. My name is Daniel Abebe. So I work here with Ethiopia Act. So I've been working with Ethiopia Act since the beginning, almost 20 years. So currently I'm working as a deputy country director.
Rose Rohde. I've been a member of a medical team in the past, and currently I'm retired and living in Florida.
Okay, so thank you, Rosie. So when did you first get involved with Ethiopia Act?
In 2004, I was invited to go. Our pastor had gotten together a team, and we visited. I elected to go. I didn't think I'd be able to, and just was fresh at mission trips. And this was just August of 2004.
So how many times you have gone since then?
Since that trip, I've been 13 times. I did find out that February is a much better time to visit Ethiopia than August. The first trip was in August and it was rainy season, so February was nice.
What was your favorite memories from any of those trips?
My favorite memories are really in the very beginning. We did more home visits. We would go to visit the beneficiaries of the program, and at that time, people were very sick. The medications were just starting out in Ethiopia, and so we visited some people that I didn't think were going to live a year, and yet when I went back, they were alive and well and doing well. The other thing, my favorite memories are working with the staff of Ethiopia Act. We were welcomed every time, and I know we're a lot of trouble. It's a lot of trouble to corral a lot of people and get them organized, and the staff was just so accommodating, and the people that they brought on to help us as interpreters were outstanding. And the people that we travel with, it would be a team made up of people from all different areas, and just to get to know other people on the medical team was a real gift.
Great, yeah. So what has impacted you the most from participating, on a team?
I think the big impact for me was that getting a worldview. I think sometimes living in America, we're soft. We're very soft, and we think the rest of the world is just like us. And to step out into another country where you look different, and I think it's a good experience to go somewhere where you look different, and you can feel what it is to not belong. And so I just feel like that my worldview got better.
Right, yeah. So where do you feel you were able to have the most impact?
I think it's working with the medical team and a nurse. I usually did triage or whatever else they ask you to do. Just having contact with people. So I feel like my impact was that people knew that we cared about them, and that even the staff, that we cared about them and wanted to help them in any way that we could. So I feel like that's the impact of a medical team, is to come in and, yes, do the medical work and help the staff, but also to just sort of make some connections with people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you've been going for, like 13 times. So what has changed from, your first trip to the recent one?
Mm-hmm.
Any change that you know?
Yeah. The first trip, like I said, it was palliative care. People were really sick. And that sort of was overwhelming sometimes. But each year you go back, and once the medications were available, people got healthy. And so there were other needs, the needs of the children to be in school and be well. And I feel like that's where Ethiopia Act really, they just hit the bullseye. You know, it wasn't just medical and taking care of physical needs. It was taking care of children and making sure they went to school and being involved in their lives. The things that changed was the whole city changed when it seemed like overnight, but I think it was in the years that I wasn't able to go, where mass transit, when I first went, there was one traffic light. So, you know where I mean?
Yeah,
Downtown. And
actually, I actually
now
remember. Yeah.
when I went back the last time, there's mass transit and traffic lights. And so the city has changed. And then that also led to the outreach of Ethiopia Act. Neighborhoods that we did home visits in the first year I went no longer were there. They were gone. So we needed to go further out and just meet some new people and new areas. And I think that's the biggest changes that I noticed, but that you stepped up for that. You just grew when things changed, you grew instead of saying, oh no, what are we going to do?
Would you consider going on a team again?
Yes, I would. I would. I think my role would be different because I'm not licensed now, but there's something for everybody to do as part of a team, even a medical team. You know, you need to take some people that are going to do the other jobs while the doctors and nurses are doing theirs.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Rose. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.